So we're going to put this to melt in the microwave. We're going to melt this and we're going to melt that as well. And we're going to heat it up. And now the cream. So the chocolate is melted and the cream is hot. What you're going to do is you're going to add the hot cream inside the chocolate or the melted chocolate. Just mix up the chocolate with it. Now this technique ensures that you don't get a lot of wastage and you don't have a lot of lumps. Add half of the cream first. Now I use a spatula to mix it. You can use a whisk. It entirely depends on you. Some chefs use a hand blender. You can use a hand blender as well. There's no problem. Second round of cream. We got all the cream. See, it's all clean like that. And mix this up as well. Shine, brilliant shine. So I always use a larger bowl rather than a smaller bowl. So when you're mixing this, use a larger bowl. That will ensure that you have less wasting outside the bowl, less spillover. The other way of making the ganache is to make it with the help of a double boiler. So in case you don't have a microwave or you don't like to use a microwave at home, this is the simpler technique to make ganache as well. There are two ways of doing this. You can also do this on top of a gas stove, so you don't need to have an induction. Only if you are using a gas stove, you'll have to use like a duster with you, so you can easily hold on to this. In an induction, it's not required. It doesn't really heat up. So once this is nice and hot, it's simmering, you're going to put this on top of that. So this acts like a double boiler. Now you notice that this is a very large vessel. Now I have purposely taken a very large vessel because I want there to be a gap between the surface inside the boiling water surface there and the bottom of my bowl. So this is called a double boiler. So in this double boiling technique, what I'm trying to do is just try to melt this chocolate. Once it reaches to a boiling temperature, you want to just reduce the heat so that it starts to simmer a little bit. So it's not a continuous boil, it's a simmering heat. And you have a nice distance of about 2 inches from the boiling. So you notice it's starting to simmer. That's very important. Don't let it be on a very fierce boil, it will be on a simmering. So if you're doing it on a gas stove, on the lowest flame is always better. So while you're mixing this, you just need to move it around. So you can adopt the same technique if you're doing any kind of chocolate melting for any other purpose. If you're working with couverture, if you're working with white chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, or with chocolate calyx, you can use the same method to do the melting of chocolate. Ensure that you have a simmering temperature, so which is going hot and cold, hot and cold. Or if you have a gas stove, it's on a very low flame, so it's a very low simmer. So you can notice that this becomes nice and smooth now. It's well melted. Once it's well melted, we're going to change it for the cream on top of this. So I'm still using the double boiler. I'm going to heat the cream on top of this. Now the cream, you notice, is getting warm like that. Now this is 35% milk fat cream. If you want to use, you can use a dairy, non-dairy. It really depends on you. Heating this on a gas directly is again going to be very detrimental to this. Why? Because if you heat this on a gas, a lot of it is going to get stuck to the side and it's going to get wasted. So a double boiler here also serves a very good purpose. So you can notice that the steam is almost come to a boil, but before it comes to a boil, I'm going to take it off. Again into mix this up. And the next batch goes in. In case you have still some lumps at the bottom in this, you can still put it on top of your double boiler and use the heat to break off or melt those lumps. So it's still possible to do. That's why I am using the double boiler. When I use a double boiler, I can use a double boiler throughout. So when you're working with a double boiler, always steel bowl. When you're working in the microwave, always use the plastic or a microwave bowls. And this is done. Once this is done, you need to refrigerate it overnight for long storage. If you intend to keep it if you intend to keep this for a long period of time, then refrigeration. If you want to use it immediately, then just leave it in your AC room overnight, and it should be cold enough. Or you can refrigerate it for about 2 hours if you want to use it immediately. Everything works in your favor. If you have a set ganache, if the ganache is still fluid, it will be difficult for you to work with it. So you need to set and firm up the ganache either by refrigeration or by simply keeping it in your AC room and letting it cool down. So this is going to go inside the fridge for us for about 1 hour, and then we're going to start doing the layering with this.